Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Easter Sunday weekend. And we're going to bring you some early morning baseball, card and dice using Strat-O-Matic Baseball. We're going to continue with our series between the 1961 New York Yankees and the 1969 New York Metropolitans. The series is in favor of the Yankees right now, best of 7. We're in Game 6. The Yankees lead the series 3-2. The Mets took the first 2 games in the Bronx, went back to Shea hoping to sweep, and there was a sweep all right. The Yankees swept 3 out at Shea, and now traveled back to the Bronx with a chance to take the series 4-2. Our matchup, a rematch of the Game 3 starters. On the mound for the New York Metropolitans, the youngster Nolan Ryan, he had a no decision in Game 3. He will face, once again, Bill Stafford. Stafford also had a no decision in Game 3. Game 3 was a doozy. The Yankees would come back and win 5-4 in 11. Luis Arroyo for the Yankees out of the pen got the win, and Tug McGraw out of the pen for the Mets got the loss. It was a big top of the 8th for the Yankees back in Game 3, where they scored 4 to take the lead. The Mets came right back to get 1 in the bottom of the 8th to tie it. And then both teams had opportunities to win it in extras, and finally the Yankees did. So it's a rematch here of Game 3. Ken Castro's at the ballpark as he says, yes, late night baseball or early morning baseball. So we're going to go through the lineups real quick and start rolling the dice. Again, we're playing Strat-O-Matic. This is Game 6. We're playing Basic. These are the old-time card sets. And the Yankees lead the series 3-2. All right, for the Mets, leading off, Tommy Agee. He's in center field. Batting second, Ken Boswell at second base. Batting third in left field, Cleon Jones. Batting fourth at first base, Don Clendenin. Batting fifth in right field, Ron Swoboda. Batting 6th, the designated hitter, Art Shamsky. Batting 8th, doing the catching, Jerry Grody. Batting 9th, the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. Batting 8th, Bud Harrelson. Batting 9th, the third baseman, Al Weiss. And on the mound, Nolan Ryan. For the 1961 New York Yankees, once again, the usual suspects. Leading off, playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second at shortstop, Tony Kubek. Batting third, the man who broke Babe Ruth's single-season home run record with 61 in 61, Roger Maris, and he's in right field. Mickey Mantle, no slouch, he had 54 homers in 61, is the cleanup hitter in center. Batting fifth, doing the catching, is Elston Howard. Batting sixth, having one heck of a series, the designated hitter, Johnny Doc Blanchard. Batting 7th in left field, Yogi Berra. Batting 8th at first base, the Moose, Bill Moose Skowron. And batting 9th, the man with the glove, at the hot corner, at third, Cleet Boyer. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So let's get started here. And once again, thank you to Ken Castro who's joining us here at the ballpark. Sports writer extraordinaire. If the Yankees win, the series is over. If they lose, the trend of visiting teams winning will stand pat and we'll have a Game 7. Alrighty, here we go. So Tommy Agee, 1969, batted .271, 26 homers, 4 triples, and 23 doubles. He'll face Bill Stafford, no decision in Game 3. In 1961 was 14-9 with a 2.68 earned run average. He struck out 101 while only allowing 59 walks. He gave up 13 gopher balls. And here's the first dice roll of game number 6. Here's the pitch to Tommy Agee, and that is a 2-8. That is a 2-8 off the Agee card. 2-8. And a 13. That is a deep fly ball to left field. Yogi Berra racing back at the track in front of the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. Agee almost had another homer. As a 1-3 would have been a home run, we rolled a 13. It's a deep fly out to Berra. So 1 out. And Ken Boswell steps to the plate, Mets second baseman. And 69 batted .279, 3 home runs, 7 triples, and 14 doubles. Stafford picks up the sign from Howard, the windup and the pitch to Ken Boswell, and that is a 4-7 off the Stafford card. 4-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. Boswell goes down via the K. 2 outs, base is empty. For the left fielder, Neon Cleon Jones. Jones batted .340, 12 homers, 4 triples, and 25 doubles. Yanks looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Howard wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch from Bill Stafford to Jones, and that is a 4-6. 4-6. That's a pop-up. Right side. And making the catch, calling off Bill Muth-Scarin, is Bobby Richardson. And the side is retired. So 1-2-3. Go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Yankees, Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. When next the Mets come up, it will be Don Clendenin leading things off. Hopefully the sound and picture quality are good. All right, so on the mound, the youngster, Nolan Ryan, pitched marvelously until he got in the 8th in Game 3. Then had a hiccup. In 1969 was 6-3 with a 5.4 earned run average. He struck out 92, walked 53, and only allowed 3 home runs. Here's Bobby Richardson. .261, 3 homers, 5 triples, and 17 doubles in 1961. Ryan's ready to work. He deals to Bobby Richardson, and that's a 4-7. Off the Ryan card, 4-7, swing and a miss. The Express strikes out the first Yankee batter he faces. 1 out. That'll bring up the shortstop, Tony Kubek. .276, 8 homers, 6 triples, and 38 doubles. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch from Ryan to Kubek as the white die almost jumped the shark, and that is a 1-9 off the Kubek card. 1-9, and that's a clean single to center. So Kubek singles to center. And here comes Roger Maris, 1961 MVP, 61 homers, breaking the Bambino's single season mark. As we're having issues with our headset, hold on. We should be all set. All right, so here's Roger Maris. All right, headset's good now. 61 homers, 4 triples, 16 doubles, .269 batting average. Mickey Mantle on deck, Kubek at first, 1 out. Ryan with the high leg kick. Here's the pitch to Maris, and that is a 5-8. 5-8 off the Ryan card, 5-8, and that's a strikeout. He blew the fastball by Ramirez, and there are 2 down now, and here comes Mickey Mantle. So with 2 outs, Kubek will be off on contact. Again, we're playing with the hold rule, basic. So Jerry Grody is a 2 defender. That's a -3 hold. But with 2 outs, you add +2 back, so it nets out to -1. Kubek becomes a 1 through 14. He's a 1 through 14 runner, becomes a 1 through 13 runner. Here's Mickey Mantle. 54 homers, 6 triples, 16 doubles, .317 batting average. Ryan has struck out 2 and given up a single. What will he do with the Mick? Here's the pitch to Mantle from Nolan Ryan, and that is a 5-7. A 5-5 off the Ryan card. 5-5, and that's a walk. Grody wanted the call, but that's ball 4. Mantle heads to first. Kubek heads to second. 2 outs, 2 on. And here comes Elston Howard, the catcher. He had a fine year in 61. 21 homers, 5 triples, 17 doubles, and he batted .348. Grody wiggles the fingers. Ryan nods his head. Here's the pitch to Howard. And that is a 2-7. 2-7 off the Howard card. 2-7. Swing and a miss. Ryan strikes out the side. He does allow a single and a walk, but to no avail. He strikes out 3 Yankees as he claps his mitt. We go to the top of the second, scoreless in this pivotal Game 6. The Yankees lead the best of 7, 3-2. What a job by Ryan, the youngster, on the strikeout streak once again. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be Johnny Doc Blanchard. Good news for the Mets. Seaver's not on the mound. Blanchard's own Tom Terrific. Alrighty. Due up for the Metropolitans, Clendenin, Swoboda, and Shamsky to face Bill Stafford. Stafford took the Mets down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Don Clendenin, 248, 16 homers, 1 triple, and 11 doubles. Stafford deals to Clendenin, and that is a 3-10. 3-10 off the Clendenin card. Ground ball to Kubek. He throws to Skowron, 1 down. So Clendenin grounds out to short. Here comes Ron Swoboda, right fielder, 9 homers, 2 triples, 10 doubles, 235 batting average. Swoboda has shown power in this series with a couple of deep blasts. He awaits the Stafford offering. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off the Stafford card, as that is a 6-2. How do you do? 6-2, ground ball to first. Skowron backhands it, throws to Stafford, covering the bag, 2 away. So 2 groundouts for the Mets. Base is empty, and that will bring up the designated hitter, Art Shamsky. Shamsky, 14 homers, 3 triples, 9 doubles, and a .300 batting average. Trying to keep the inning alive. He windmills the bat, digs in. Stafford, the windup and the pitch to Shamsky, and that is a 2-2. How do you do on a 2-2? 2-2, ground ball to third. Gobbling it up like a piece of candy and a small child is Clete Boyer. He throws to first, and the side is retired. Once again, the Mets go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, still scoreless. When next the Mets come to the plate, Jerry Grody will lead things off. Due up for the Yankees, Johnny Doc Blanchard, Yogi Berra, and Bill Moose Skowron. To face Nolan Ryan. Ryan struck out 3 Yankees while giving up a single and a walk in the bottom of the first. Here's Johnny Doc Blanchard. 21 homers, 1 triple, 10 doubles, a .305 batting average. Johnny Doc Blanchard's bashed 3 homers in the series. 2 of them off Seaver. Here's the pitch from Ryan to Johnny Doc Blanchard, and that is a 6-8 off the Ryan card. 6-8, swing and a miss. Oh my Lord. What movement on that fastball, just tailed away from the Doc. 1 down. Strikeout number 4 for Ryan. Here comes Yogi Berra playing left field. Berra coming to an end of an illustrious career. 22 homers, no triples, 11 doubles, 271. A great bad ball hitter. Grody pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Berra, and that is a 1-9. A 1-9 to Berra off his card. 1-9. Hits a jam shot. Pop up right side. Going into foul territory is the first baseman Clendenin. He makes the catch. 2 away. Mets hoping for a 1-2-3 inning for the youngster Nolan Ryan. And now bring up Bill Moose Skowron. Skowron, the number 8 batter. 28 homers. 4 triples, 23 doubles, and a .267 batting average. Ryan has struck out 4. He would like more. Will he shut the door on Skowron? He kicks and deals. And here's the pitch to the Moose. And Skowron gets a 2-8. It'll be off the Skowron card. 2, 8, and a 5. That is a deep fly ball to left. Racing back at the wall with a leap is Jones, and he makes the catch, robbing at least extra bases from Skowron, and the side is retired. Nolan Ryan pumps his fist, nods his head towards his left fielder, and jogs off to the dugout. What a catch by Cleon Jones. We go to the top of the third. It's scoreless here in the Bronx. The visiting teams have won all the games. If it holds suit, the Mets will win the series 4-3. The Yanks have other ideas. When next the Yankees come up, Clete Boyer will lead things off. Due up for the Mets, Grody, Harrelson, and Weiss, the bottom third, to face Bill Stafford. 6 up, 6 down for Stafford. Here's Jerry Grody. 6 homers, 3 triples, 12 doubles, 252 batting average. The windup and the pitch to Jerry Grody, and that is a 2-7. Off the Grody card, ground ball to Kubek. The shortstop throws to first, 1 away. 7 up, 7 down for Stafford. Here comes the Mets shortstop Bud Harrelson. 248, no homers, 6 triples, and 11 doubles. Howard goes through the sign. Stafford nods his head. He deals to Bud Harrelson, and that's a 3-4. Who will be shown the door on the 3-4? 3-4, and that's a walk. So Bud Harrelson is the first Metropolitan base runner with a walk. So 1 out. Harrelson's at first. He's a horrible base stealer. 1-16 base runner, though. He's going nowhere. Here comes Al Weiss, the Punch and Judy hitter, playing third. Though every time I say that, he comes through with a big hit. Weiss, 215, 2 homers, 2 triples, and 9 doubles. Stafford hoping to induce a double play ball. As Richardson and Kubek pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Al Weiss, and that is a 2-6 off the Weiss card. 2-6, strikeout. Big swing and a miss on the curve. And that's Stafford's second strikeout. We go to the top of the order now. 2 outs. Harrelson's at first. And here comes Tommy Agee, who just missed a homer in his first at-bat. Flew out deep. To left. Again, Stafford looks in. The windup and the pitch to Tommy Agee, and that is a 6-11. Off the Stafford card, 6-11. Fly ball out to left field. And Yogi Berra, fielding check. Berra is a 3. We rolled an 11. Let's go to the basic fielding chart. 3 and an 11. And Berra will not get there. That's going to be a double down the line. So a 2-out double for Tommy Agee. Berra couldn't rob Agee this time. As again, 3 and an 11 is a double. So the Mets get their first hit, and it's a double by Tommy Agee with 2 outs in the top of the third. And Harrelson's at first with 2 outs. That's a double. And the runner advances 2 bases. So he'll be at third. So that's it. We can't wave him around because it says the runner only advances 2 bases. So second and third, the Mets have something brewing here. Like a hot pot of coffee. And here comes Ken Boswell. 2 outs, second and third. Ken Boswell, who's made a few errors in this series, give the Mets a lead here. Boswell struck out. Stafford takes a deep breath in this pivotal Game 6. The Yankees leading the series 3-2. Now he's ready. He kicks and deals to Ken Boswell, and that is a 6-8 off the Stafford card. 6-8, and that's another walk. Stafford out of sorts here. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Boswell at first. AG at second and Harrelson at third. And here comes Neon Cleon Jones, who robbed Bill Muscaurin of extra bases at the least in left. Can he give the Mets the lead here? Howard goes out to have a word with Bill Stafford. Back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Neon Cleon Jones, and it's going to be off the Stafford card, though that hasn't been too lucky for Bill Stafford. 5-5, and a 5-5 and a 14 is a deep fly ball to right field. Roger Maris racing back in the corner, reaching out. He makes the great catch, and the side is retired as the fans in the Bronx cheer and come to their feet. What a catch by the 1961 MVP. That would have cleared the bases. Instead, it is the third out. A great catch by Roger Maris in the corner in right. The Mets threaten, but do not score. Go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here. If the Yankees win, the series is done. If the Mets win, we go to a Game 7. When next the Mets come up, as Cleon Jones still shaking his head, it'll be Don Clendenin. At the ballpark, we have Spicer 007, hope all is well, and Moni G. How you doing? All right, so Nolan Ryan, the youngster, back up on the bump. And he'll face Boyer, Richardson, and Kubek. Cleet Boyer, the man with a great glove, but not so bueno bat, at least for batting average, 224, 11 homers, 5 triples, and 19 doubles. He will strike out. Ryan has already struck out 4. He's looking for more. Here's the pitch to Boyer, and that's a 4-4. Who's going to be shown the door on the 4-4 off the Ryan card? That's a ground ball to third, and Al Weiss. And we rolled a 2. Weiss is a 2 defender. So we go to the fielding chart. And a 2 and a 2 is a single. So Cleet Boyer singles past the dive of Weiss. Retrieving it in left is Jones, throwing it back in towards the infield. And Boyer's on with the go-ahead run at first. He is a slow runner. And top of the order, Bobby Richardson. He was a strikeout victim to Nolan Ryan. Richardson digs in, chokes up on that bat. Nolan Ryan is ready. Here comes the express, homeward bound. Oh, that's a leaner. We got to re-roll that. And that's a 2-5 off the Bobby Richardson card. 2-5 fly ball left field. Going back a bit is Jones. He makes the catch. It's a fly ball B. And the runners will hold. If the runner was on third, he would have scored. But there's no runner on third. And Richardson flies out to left. So 1 out, 1 on for Tony Kubek, the Yankees shortstop. He singled in his first plate appearance. He awaits the Ryan offering. Here comes the pitch. And Ryan deals Kubek a 3-2. How do you do on the 3-2? Off the Kubek card. 3-2. Ground ball back to Ryan. He turns and fires to Harrelson. Harrelson comes across the bag and throws to Clendenin. And the side is retired as Kubek bangs into the 1-6-3 double play. Once again, the youngster Ryan claps his mitt and jogs off the field towards the Metropolitan dugout. So that's a 1-6-3 double play. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the fourth, still scoreless. In this pivotal Game 6, the Yankees lead the series 3-2. If the Yankees win it, it is done. The Mets need to win to play again. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be Roger Maris at the plate. Due up for the Mets, who squandered a bases-loaded opportunity when Roger Maris made that great catch in the corner. Clendenon, Swoboda, and Shamsky against Bill Stafford. Clendenon grounded to short. Here's the pitch from Stafford to Don Clendenon, and that's a 4-6 off the Stafford card. 4-6, pop up right side. Richardson on the outfield grass makes the catch, 1 down. So it looks like Stafford's recovered from his mini hiccup, which could have been a huge hiccup, in the top of the 3rd. He gets the first batter out. Here comes Ron Swoboda, the right fielder. He grounded back to Stafford. Howard wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Swoboda, and it'll be a 1-8. 1-8 off the Swoboda card. 1-8, ground ball to Boyer. Boyer fires to Bill Moose-Skowron across the diamond, 2 down. Scoring at home 5-3, and you should score at home. It's good for the brain. So 2 outs, base is empty for the designated hitter Art Shamsky. He also grounded out to Boyer. Here's the pitch to Shamsky, and Stafford deals Shamsky a 5-8. 5-8 off the Bill Stafford card. 5-8, ground ball to Tony Kubek. He's a 2 defender, and we roll to 16. Let's go to the basic fielding chart. 2 and a 16. Kubek backhands it. Fires to first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3. Go the Metropolitans. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless here at Yankee Stadium. Pivotal. Game 6. When next the Mets come up, it'll be Jerry Grody, the catcher, leading things off. Hope all is well. No home team has won a game. It's been all visiting teams. If that holds pat, the Mets will win this game and Game 7 and the series. The Yankees don't want that, though. Due up for the Bronx Bombers, Maris, Mantle, and Howard. Roger Maris struck out in his first plate appearance against the youngster Nolan Ryan and the Express. Here's the pitch to the MVP of 1961, Roger Maris, and that's a 3-9. A 3-9 to Maris. 3-9, and that's a walk. So that walk bugaboo comes back for Nolan Ryan. So Maris is at first. It doesn't get any easier. Here comes Mickey Mantle. Remember, Maris had 61 homers. Mantle had 54 as they were both chasing the Bambino. Maris got there. Mantle walked in his first plate appearance. Nolan Ryan looks to first, now in at the plate. Nods his head. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Mick. And Ryan deals Mantle a 4-5 off the Ryan card. 4-5, and that's another walk. Second time Mantle's walked. Maris goes to second. Mets start to have some bullpen action. They cannot lose a game. They're down 3-2. And here's Elston Howard. Howard was a strikeout victim. 2 on, no outs. Howard had 21 homers in 61. The high leg kick from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Howard, and that is a 2-8 off the Elston Howard card. 2-8. And that's a line shot. Weiss makes the leaping catch at third. Snap throw back to second. Safe as Maris goes diving back as Boswell tried to get there. What a great catch. Robbing a base hit from Elston Howard is Al Weiss. So 1 out, 2 on. Yankee fans still abuzz, and not in a good way. They thought they were going to finally put a run across home plate. But Howard is retired, but here comes the dangerous designated hitter, Johnny Doc Blanchard. The Doc has 3 homers in the series. Here's the pitch from Ryan to Blanchard, and it's not with love. 3's gone wild across the board. It's a 3-3-3, so it's a 3-6 off the Blanchard card. 3-6, ground ball to short. Harrelson to Boswell. To Clendenon. The side is retired once again. Nolan Ryan comes up huge. 6-4-3 as Blanchard bangs into a double play. 6-4-3. Scoreless through 4. We go to the top of the 5th here in the house that Ruth built, Yankee Stadium. Yankees up in the series 3-2. Game 6. And it's been a doozy. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be Yogi Berra leading things off. So Bill Stafford back out on the bump for the Bronx Bombers at Yankee Stadium. He will face Jerry Grody, who's 0 for 1, Bud Harrelson, who walked, and Al Weiss, who struck out. Here's the pitch from Stafford to Jerry Grody, and that's a 1-8. 1-8 to Grody off his card. 1-8 and an 11. Grody drives this ball deep to left field. Once again, Berra racing back towards the corner, tails away from him. He reaches out. He makes the catch. As a 1-4 would have been a homer. 5-20 is a deep fly ball out to left. Another wonderful play by Yogi Berra. Berra, a tremendous athlete. He doesn't look that way, but a tremendous athlete. 1 out. Here comes Bud Harrelson. Al Weiss is on deck. Here's the pitch to Bud Harrelson. And that's a 6-6. Pick up some sticks on Route 66. Off the Stafford card. 6-6. A clean single up the middle for Bud Harrelson. So Harrelson's at first. 1 out. If there were no outs, our standard is to bunt Al Weiss, but there's 1 out. Weiss struck out in his first plate appearance. Bud Harrelson's an E-stealer, so he's going nowhere, though his base running's pretty good, 1-16. He just was a god-awful base stealer in that year. Here's the pitch from Stafford to Weiss, and it's going to go off the Weiss card, 2-10. 2-10, and that's a walk. Weiss proves patience is a virtue. He walks. Harrelson moves into scoring position at second, and we go to the top of the order in the dangerous Tommy Agee. He doubled in his last plate appearance. Boswell was held up at third, and that's where he stayed. Thus the scoreless game in the top of the 5th. 1 out, 2 on, first and second. Agee comes to the plate. He has flown out and doubled. Stafford has a quick word with Elston Howard. Howard sets the defense before he squats down behind the plate. Stafford nods his head. He deals to Tommy Agee. Will the Mets go ahead here? That's a 5-7 off the Stafford card. 5-7. Ground ball to second base. And Bobby Richardson, he's a 1 defender, and that's a 9. Will this be 2? 1. 9. Double play. 4-6-3. And the Yankees get out of the inning. As Agee bangs into the double play, Richardson to Kubek to Skowron. 4-6-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless in the Bronx. Stafford breathed a sigh of relief as he induced the double play ball. That was a great pitch that stayed down. Agee got on top of it and beat the ball to Richardson. When next the Mets come up, it'll be Ken Boswell at the plate. What a ball game here, folks. Due up for the Yankees to face the youngster, the Express, Nolan Ryan. Berra, Skowron, and Boyer. Yogi Berra popped out to first. Ryan back up on the bump, toes the rubber, looks in, picks up the sign from Grody. Here's the pitch to Berra, and that is a 4-6 off the Ryan card. 4-6, strike 3 looking. He painted the outside corner. Berra didn't like the call, but Grody framed it beautifully. And that is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the 5th strikeout for Ryan. And here's the number 8 batter, Bill Moose Skowron. Robbed of extra bases on the great catch by Neon Cleon Jones in the corner and left. Here's the pitch to the Moose. And Ryan deals Skowron a 5-7. 5-7. And Skowron rips that fastball up the middle right over the head of Nolan Ryan. A 1-out single on the 5-7. So Skowron gets a little revenge there. Oh my lord, we just looked at the replay. That was really close to Ryan's head. Mets fans breathe a sigh of relief there. So does Nolan Ryan. Skowron, very slow. He's at first. Here comes Clete Boyer. Boyer singled and was erased on the double play by Kubek. 1 out, 1 on. Here is the pitch to Clete Boyer. And it's a 2-2-2, so that's a 2-4 to Boyer. 2-4 ground ball to Harrelson. Harrelson over to Boswell and on to Clendenin. Double play, and the side is retired as Nolan Ryan says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. We're through 5 and we're scoreless here in the house that Ruth built. So the double play ball ends the inning. As that was 6-4 to 3. And when next the Yankees come up in the top of the 6th, it'll be Bobby Richardson, the second baseman. Another pitcher's duel in this series, but the bats can erupt at any time. Mets are going to rue the day they didn't get a run with bases loaded and 2 outs on the great catch by Berra. Due up for the Mets, Boswell, Jones, and Don Clendenin to face Bill Stafford. Boswell, the Mets' second baseman, has struck out and walked. Here's the pitch to Boswell. Stafford deals Boswell a 6-10, so we go to the Stafford card. 6-10, and that's a strikeout on the curveball. The second time he's got Boswell, this time with the hook. Big swing and a miss. 1 down. Neon Cleon Jones steps to the plate. He was robbed by Roger Maris with the bases loaded. Maris made that great catch in the right field corner. Jones wants revenge. Howard wiggles the fingers. Stafford kicks and fires. Here's the pitch to Neon Cleon Jones, and that's going to be a 2-4 off the Jones card. 2-4 ground ball to Kubek. He throws to Skowron, 2 down, scoring at home 6-3. So 2 quick outs for the Metropolitans here in the top of the 6th. And now bring up Don Clendenin, who's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out. The windup and the pitch from Stafford, and that's a 6-4. Will Stafford show Clendenin the door? 6-4 off the Stafford card. Line shot! Making the catch at third is Boyer. A step and a dive, and he just robbed Don Clendenin. And then Clendenin is just shaking his head. A lot of great leather being flashed today. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still scoreless. When next the Mets come up, it'll be the right fielder Ron Swoboda. Can any team push a run across here? Due up for the Yankees, the top of the order, Bobby Richardson, Tony Kubek, and Roger Maris. In the bottom of the 6th. Nolan Ryan has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters. Let's just put that 5 right here. Here's Bobby Richardson. Richardson's 0 for 2. He's struck out and flown to left. Here's the pitch from Ryan to Richardson, which R will win. And that's a 1-7. 1-7. A line shot right at Boswell. And that's out number 1. Richardson hit it on the screws. Had he rolled a 6 or a 7, those are clean singles. A 6 or an 8, excuse me. The 7 is a line out to second. Boswell had no choice to catch it. It was right at him. So 1 out. Richardson shaking his head. Can't hit the ball any harder. And here comes the Yankees shortstop, Tony Kubek. He is singled and banged into a 1-6-3 double play. Grody goes through the sign. The youngster Ryan nods his head. Here's the pitch homeward bound to Tony Kubek, and that is going to be off the Ryan card, as that is a 5-9. 5-9, and there's that walk bugaboo. He walks Kubek, so Kubek's on for the second time. Kubek, horrible base stealer. He's an E, but base running average to above average, 1 through 14. Roger Maris comes to the plate. Maris has flashed the leather and right, but he's struck out and walked. Can Maris go boom? Can he take a Ryan Express fastball out of the Bronx and bring the fans to their feet? Here's the pitch to Roger Maris from Nolan Ryan, and it'll have to be off the Ryan card, and he didn't give up too many homers. That's a 4-5 off the Ryan card. 4-5, ground ball to third, and Al Weiss. Weiss is a 2 defender, and that's a 9. This could be a double play ball here, folks. So that's a 2 and a 9. Weiss to Boswell to Clendenin, and the side is retired. 5-4-3. Maris bangs into the DP. And once again, Ryan claps his glove and jogs to the Metropolitan dugout on the 5-4-3. We're through 6 in Game 6, and we're scoreless. The Yankees lead the series 3-2. If the Yanks win, it's over. If the Mets win, there will be a Game 7. So the top of the 7th we go. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be M&M boy number 2, Mickey Mantle, to lead things off. So Bill Stafford goes back out on the bump. What starting pitching, what defense here in this game? It'll be Swoboda, Shamsky, and Grody to face Bill Stafford. Ron Swoboda, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Here's the Stafford offering to Swoboda, and it is a 1-9 off the Swoboda card. 1-9, swing and a miss. Swoboda took a mighty swing, a mighty hack, tried to drive it out of Yankee Stadium. Instead, he is down via the strikeout. That's Stafford's 4th strikeout. So 1 out, and here's Art Shamsky, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Shamsky asks for time. It's granted. Now he steps back in the box. Here's the pitch from Stafford to Shamsky, and that's a 6-2. How do you do? 6-2 off the Stafford card. And that's a ground ball to first. Making the dive is Scouring. He smothers it from his knees. He throws to Stafford, and they beat Shamsky to the bag by a step. What a play by Bill Moose Scouring and Bill Stafford. 3-1 on the ground out. 2 outs, base is empty for the Met catcher Jerry Grody. Grody has grounded out and flown out. Stafford gives his first baseman a minute to get settled back in. He asks for a new ball from the umpire. The man in blue gives it to Howard, who tosses it back out towards Stafford on the bump. Rubs it up a bit. Now he's ready. Toes the rubber, looks in. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grody. 2 outs, no one on. Top of the 7th, no score, Game 6. And it is a 2-2. How do you do off the Grody card? 2-2, fly ball, right field. Going back a bit is Maris. It continues to carry Maris in front of the wall. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Once again, Stafford and the Yankees keep the Metropolitans off the board. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still scoreless, here in Game 6. When next the Mets come up, in the top of the 8th, it'll be Bud Harrelson to lead things off. The game is very intense. And here come the Yankees. It'll be Mantle, Howard, and Johnny Doc Blanchard to face Nolan Ryan. The Mets start loosening in the bullpen. Tug McGraw starts to loosen. He has not been bueno in this series. Mickey Mantle has walked twice. He has no official at-bat. Ryan kicks and deals to Mantle, and that is a 2-9. 2-9, and now he has an official at bat. Boom goes the ball. Mantle crushes this ball to the deepest part of center, and the crowd rises as one, and it's 1-0 Yankees on the 2-9. As boom goes the ball, and Mickey Mantle touches them all. Ryan challenged him with a fastball, and Mantle crushed it into the monuments. The crowd is going crazy as Mantle leads off the bottom of the 7th with a home run, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Mantle comes out to take a curtain call. He tips his helmet. The fans are going crazy. Ryan just shaking his head. Oh my Lord, Mantle destroyed that fastball. Will that one run be enough for the Yankees to take the series? Grody goes out to have a word with the youngster. The leash will be very short now. And here comes Elston Howard as the white die jumped the shark, you son. But you didn't get far enough away, GGO. I found you. Time to go back to work. All right. So here's Elston Howard as now the chair is stuck in the rug. Technical difficulties. All righty. Here's Elston Howard. Crowd still abuzz. Howard's 0 for 2. He has struck out and was robbed of extra bases on the leaping catch by Al Weiss at third. Howard had 21 homers. Will the Yankees go back-to-back jacks against the Express? Here's the Express homeward bound, and that's a 5-7 off the Ryan card. 5-7, and that's a single to left center. So Ryan had his hiccup in the 8th inning last time he pitched against the Yankees. His hiccup has come in the 7th inning this time, so no outs. 1-0 Yankees on that mammoth crush shot to the monuments by Mickey Mantle. Howard's at first. He just singled. And here comes Johnny Doc Blanchard. And here comes the pitching coach. Grody back out to the mound, along with the first baseman Clendenin. But they're going to give Ryan another batter. Johnny Doc Blanchard's hit 3 home runs in this series. I think all 3 off Tom Seaver. I'd have to check that again. Here's the pitch to the Doc from Ryan. Can they induce a double play ball? That's a 1-12. And that is a pop-up. Outfield grass right side. Boswell calling for it, and he makes the catch. 1 down. 1 down. So Ryan really came high and tight on Johnny Doc Blanchard. So there's 1 out, and here comes Yogi Berra. Berra's 0 for 2. Howard takes a slight lead at first. Clendenin holding him on. Berra awaits the Ryan offering. Here's the pitch. And that is a 3-11. 3-11 off the Berra card. 3-11. Ground ball. Right side. Backhanding in his Boswell. A quick spin. Harrelson comes across the bag at second. Throws to first. Double play. What a double play. 4-6-3. The side is retired, but the Yankees get on the board in the bottom of the 7th on the Mickey Mantle moonshot to the monuments. We go to the top of the 8th. 1-0 Yankees. They are 6 outs away from winning this best-of-7 series against their heated rivals, the 69 New York Metropolitans. 4-2. They lead the series 3-2. No home team has won yet, as the visitors have always prevailed. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be Bill Moose Skowron to lead things off. So Stafford, up 1-0, will face Harrelson, Weiss in the top of the order, Tommy Agee. Bud Harrelson is 1 for 1. He has walked and singled. Here's the pitch to Bud, and Stafford deals Bud Harrelson a 4-6 off the Stafford card. 4-6 pop-up, second base. Richardson has it, 1 down. So 1 out, base is empty for the number 9 batter, Al Weiss. He has struck out and walked. Howard sets the target. Here's the pitch to Weiss as Stafford deals quickly, wants to stay in a quick rhythm, and that's a 5-8 off the Stafford card. 5-8 ground ball to Kubek. Kubek is a 2 defender. And we rolled a 13. Will it be a lucky 13? 2, 13. He knocks it down, picks it up, fires low to first, and Skowron digs it out of the dirt, and that's 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down. Nice job by Skowron at first. Kubek stayed with that hard hit ball by Weiss. Now we go to the top of the order, Tommy Agee. Agee has flown to left, doubled, and banged into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. Can he keep the line moving here in the top of the 8th? Stafford looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 1-0 Yankees thanks to the Mantle blast in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Tommy Agee. And it's going to be a 4-10. A 4-10 off the Stafford card. 4-10. Fly ball center field. Mickey Mantle. Mantle is a 2 defender. We rolled a 10. Mantle on the run. Will he make the catch? 2-10. He dives, he lays out, he makes the catch! Mickey Mantle makes the unbelievable Superman dive catch. He does it with the bat, he does it with the glove. The top of the 8th is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The fans are going wild. Mantle jogging in towards the dugout, and just before he steps in, he tips his cap to the fans. What a great catch by Mickey Mantle. Robbing Tommy Agee. When next we go to the top of the 9th, the Mets hope it's still a 1-0 lead. Leading off, in what will be a last call, Kenny Boswell. Unbelievable catch by Mickey Mantle. Due up for the Yankees, Skowron, Boyer, and Richardson. Nolan Ryan has made one mistake. He challenged the Mick with a fastball that got deposited in the Monuments. 1-0 lead. Here's Bill Moose Skowron, who made a fine defensive play to keep an error off the board. Skowron is 1 for 2. He's flown out to left on the great catch by Clendenin and singled. Here's the pitch to the Moose from Ryan. And the Express deals Skowron a 3-7. 3-7, and that's a single. So a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th. There's a huge insurance run there at first. McGraw is ready. Tug McGraw is ready. He has not been bueno in this series, but he is ready. Here's Clete Boyer. Boyer has singled and banged into a double play. Ryan wants to induce another ground ball here. The high leg kick from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Clete Boyer. And that is a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 6-3. 6-3 fly ball to left field. And Neon Cleon Jones. Jones in left is a 2 defender. We rolled a 14. A 2 and a 14. And he makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Skowron. So 1 out, 1 on, top of the order for Bobby Richardson. He's 0 for 3. Again, Ryan will stay out there. He deals to the Yankee second baseman, Richardson. And that's a 5-9 to Bobby Richardson. Off the Ryan card once again. 5-9, and there's that walk bugaboo. Advancing to second is Bill Moose Skowron. And finally, Bobby Richardson gets on base with a walk. So 1 out, 2 on for Tony Kubek. Kubek is 1 for 2. He has singled, banged into a double play, and walked. Let's just see something here with Tug McGraw. He allowed 47 walks in 100 innings pitched. Nolan Ryan allowed 53 walks in 89 innings pitched. And that's it. Tug McGraw will come in with 1 out and 2 on, 1-0 lead. As once again, Nolan Ryan puts up a heck of a performance. He is responsible for both runners, though. His one mistake, the home run to Mickey Mantle. So Tug McGraw is going to come in. Ryan goes, Nolan Ryan goes 7 1/3. So Ryan goes 7 1/3 innings. And here comes Tug McGraw trying to keep it a 1-run deficit and take it to the top of the 9th. Let's just write his name in, Tug McGraw. In 1969, 9-3 with a 2.25 earned run average. He struck out 92, walked 47, gave up 6 gopher balls, and he will face Tony Kubek with 1 out and runners at first and second. Skyron's at second. Richardson is at first. And let's just do this here. So, Kubek digs in, 1-0. Can he knock in an insurance run? McGraw deals to Tony Kubek, and that's a 4-10. A 4-10 off the McGraw card. 4-10. Ground ball to third and Al Weiss. Can they turn 2 and get out of it? Weiss is a 2 defender, and that's a 15. I don't know if that's a double play ball, though. So 2-15. Weiss to Boswell. To Clendenin, double play, inning is over. McGraw does his job, 5-4-3. As Kubek bangs into his second double play. 5-4-3 on the DP. We go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees need 3 outs, and they will have a victory, 1-0, and they will take the series 4-2, and they will break the streak of all the visiting teams winning. You don't want to hear it, but we will say it. If the Yankees come up again, Roger Maris would lead things off. The Yankees do not want to come up again. They want a 4-2 series victory over the 69 Metropolitans. Ryan would be the tough luck loser, 1-0. Stafford has only given up 1, 2 hits. Stafford's only given, he's pitching a 2-hit shutout. Let's look at that real quick once again. The double by Agee in the 3rd. And then a single by Harrelson in the 5th. He's walked a couple guys. That's it. That is it. He's had some great defense behind him. And he got out of that bases jammed mess when Jones was robbed by Maris in the right field corner. So, Arroyo, the closer for the Yankees, is ready. And they're going to go to Arroyo because Arroyo only gave up 5 home runs in 61. Stafford gave up 13. There's been some luck with the defense here also on some of the 20-sided split rolls. So Luis Arroyo, Stafford goes 8. He's coming out of the game. Arroyo, who picked up the win in unbelievable fashion. The save, I'm sorry. He pitched 4 innings in Game 5 and got his save. As Ralph Terry got the win in a 4-3 victory, another thriller. So here, it's a bullpen game now. McGraw did his job, and if Arroyo does his job, the game will be over. And the season, and the series will be over. Alrighty. So here comes Luis Arroyo. Luis Arroyo. Stafford goes 8. He's in line for the win. Arroyo needs 3 outs, and the Yankees win the series 4-3. And Stafford picks up a win. Arroyo was 15-5 out of the pen with a 2.19 earned run average. He struck out 87, walked 49, only gave up 5 home runs. That's why we switched him in, because Stafford gave up 13. And you have Boswell, Jones, and Clendenin, and Swoboda, if anyone gets on. All right, here's Ken Boswell. He struck out twice and walked. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Arroyo to Boswell, and that's a 6-6, and that is a swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 down. The Yankees are 2 outs away. The Yankees are 2 outs away from breaking the visiting team's streak of winning all the games. They throw the ball around the infield. Back to Arroyo. He rubs up the ball, puts it back in his glove. And now here comes Neon Cleon Jones. 0 for 3. He's popped to second. Robbed. What a huge play that is. Maris with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Goes racing into the right field corner and makes that lunging catch that would have cleared the bases. And he's also grounded out to short. Cleon Jones, with 12 home runs and a .340 batting average in 69. Arroyo nods his head. Howard sets the target. Here's the pitch to Neon Cleon Jones, and that's a 2 and an 8 off the Cleon Jones card. 2-8. Jones hoping for it to be great. 2-8. Fly ball deep to left, but not deep enough. At the track in front of the wall is Berra, and they're 2 down. 2 down. The Mets down to their final out, and it will be Don Clendenin, the first baseman. He is 0 for 3. He is grounded to short. Pop the second was robbed of extra bases on the catch, the leaping line drive catch by Clete Boyer at third. So for the Metropolitans, it's last call for alcohol. At 2, you're through. Arroyo on the mound. Yankee fans rise to their feet here in the house that Ruth built. Arroyo takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Don Clendenin. And it is a 2-3 ground ball. 2-3 to Tony Kubek. He's up with it. He throws across the diamond to Bill Muscarin. The ball game is over. The Yankees win 1-0 and take the series 4 games to 2, as Don Clendenin grounds out to Tony Kubek. The dugout and the stadium break into euphoria. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. Unbelievable. What a pitcher's duel. Nolan Ryan, the youngster, a no decision in Game 3, pitched even better in Game 6 with everything on the line. He made one mistake in the bottom of the 7th, the leadoff home run to Mickey Mantle. He challenged the Mick with a fastball. Mantle deposited that pitch in the monuments, and the Yankees win the game 1-0 and the series 4 games to 2. The Mets, who took the first 2 games here in the Bronx, went back to Shea hoping for a sweep. Instead, they were swept 4 straight games. 3 in Shea and the return game here in the Bronx. An unbelievable victory. Jake Cruz was at the ballpark. How you doing, Jake? Ken Castro says, that's a good one, Al. Thanks. So we finished up this series. We have a new card and dice project coming up. We're going to do a little mini tournament with my 16 teams from the 80s card and dice set that just came out from Strat. I have the 80s and 90s. I might do a one and done Sweet 16, or I might set it up soccer style with 4 teams and 4 groups, and everyone plays each other, so you play 3 games in a group. But I think we'll do a Sweet 16 to start it out. I think we'll just do, as Jake says, Al's keeping his voice down. Yeah, it's 2:34 a.m. here. Pops is sleeping. So, yes, great game though, and I don't write the stats, the total stats, but if anyone wants to know stats, just tell me on the comments, and I'll add them up and do a quick video at some point, but I'm not going to do it now. I'd have to say if there was an MVP, just right off the top of my head, I have to go with Arroyo out of the pen, because he picks up another huge save. Stafford gets the win. Arroyo, 1 inning, gets the save. And tough luck loser, Ryan, gets the loss. He loses 1-0. Nolan Ryan. And the series goes to the 61. So the 61 Yankees defeat the 69 Metropolitans 4-2. Again, the Mets took the first 2 games and then lost 4 straight. What a fun series. What a fun series. Combat Painter here. Check out that wonderful channel. He says, dude, crazy late night baseball. Unbelievable. I just love pitching Nolan Ryan so much. Again, another tough luck loss. Tough luck loss. And check out Combat Painter. He's doing, God bless him, he's doing the 1979 Mets Card&Dice with Payoff Pitch, which is a really fun game. And he has, he's played a little Action PC also, but wonderful channel, Combat Painter. So thank you to Combat Painter, Ken Castro, Jake Cruz, Moni G, Spicer007. Thank you very much. And if you didn't see, I had another video on earlier, 1988. Opening day between the Red Sox and Tigers using Digital Diamond Baseball version 8. And let me just say it was outstanding. Ken knows what happened. Don't give it away, my friend. Combat Painter says, it's masochism. Yeah, to play the 79 Mets. I'm playing the 77 Mets in Action PC. And, I do all kinds of crazy things. We're still above 500. We're 6 out. I think we're going to start to swoon now, as all the luck of the craziness I've done is starting to wear out. Combat Painter says, love 1988. Yep, Red Sox won the division, A's won the division, the Mets won the division, the Dodgers won the division. I was hoping for a rematch, but didn't happen. Ken Castro, did a 90 Phillies replay once, Combat Painter. I know your pain. And Mets, Dodgers. Yep. That was a heck of a series. And that's the year Oral Hershiser had his scoreless streak. So, all right. Thank you very much. Again, thanks to Ken Castro, Combat Painter. Check out that great channel. Thank you to Jake Cruz, Spicer007, and Moni G. So check them all out. Moni G is on a lot of different channels. We got to get Moni G on with a chat with Al. I like to get Ken on just to talk sports, but maybe someday. As Combat Painter gives us an update on the 79 Mets. I'm 17 games under 500 with the 79 Mets. It's still enjoyable to watch, my friend. All right. Ken Castro, I think your 60s Sox replay, Al, was your most pain for you. Oh, my God. And that wasn't a true replay. That was me adding. I didn't go nuts adding players, but I did get Billy Williams out of the minor leagues from the Cubs. And I called up a lot of young players. Man, my bullpen blew more games. I mean, the 60 Sox could mash a bit, but God, that pitching staff was awful. So that was painful, but it was love. It was love of the game, love of the team. So thank you very much. Hope everyone enjoyed. Happy Easter Sunday if you celebrate, and love the ones you love, and make sure you tell them you love them each and every day. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. Watch out for that curveball in the dirt. And you know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. Peace!